Good afternoon on Saturday, May 18th, 2024, to all of you out there in YouTube land. My name is Thomas Metal 75, and this is your Massachusetts tequila reviews. Yes, tequila, just on a little bit of a tequila kick, so why not review a fairly accessible tequila you should be able to find anywhere in the United States. I don't know how popular it is down south in Mexico or anywhere else in the world, but it's a pretty iconic brand. You all should have heard of it, seen it, know the labeling, know the name. Espolon. Here it is, baby. The Espolon Tequila Blanco. Let me give you a good look of the bottle. Bam. Really cool looking labeling and bottle. And this is 40% ABV. It's their Blanco varietal, their unaged tequila. They also do a reposado, a rested tequila, an añejo, an aged tequila. They do an añejo cristalino, which is taking that aged añejo and filtering it out so it is a clear color. And this is from NOM 1440, which is the distillery's name is Distillería San Nicolas. And they are located in Jalisco in the Los Altos southern region. What else can I tell you? This is cooked. The agaves for this tequila. Let me put this bad boy right over here. The agaves for this tequila are cooked in an autoclave at low pressure. The agaves is extracted using roller mills. They're using deep well water for this tequila. And it is 100% agave, and the fermentation is done in stainless steel tanks, and the fermentation is also done without the fibers of the agave, the blue Weber agave. Cheers. Angie. This is distilled in a column still stainless steel pot with those copper coils. That will provide better flavor, those copper coils. And it's cold filtered, which is nothing you want to see in spirits necessarily. Those usually kind of that cold filtration usually tries to overly smooth out some rough edges or whatever it is. But we're drinking a spirit. We want to see the product as it comes off of that still and at its correct ABV range that it needs to be at. Anyways, some information. So this is owned by Campari at this point in time. That's their parent brand. I don't know when they bought Espolon, but the other really cool piece of information, you want to know how big Espolon tequila is, for God's sakes. According to the spiritbusiness.com, 1.1 million cases of Espolon had been sold in 2021, and that number got bumped up to 1.3 million in cases in 2022. So big ass brand here, Espolon. Nobody really knows. Cheers, Matty J. Nobody really knows because it hasn't been gone through at the distillery. But the internet, assume Espolon to be additive free, but we don't really know that because this hasn't been verified. All right, so let's get to the review portion of this tequila finally. We're going to do the 100-point rating scale, which is looks and aesthetics get up to 10 points. The aroma, taste, mouthfeel, and finish will all get up to 20 points. And the final 10 points are for the value. So let's get to the tequila. Hello, Hector Lopez. Welcome to the program here, good sir. All right, let me pour a little bit of the tequila in my tasting glass. If I need some more, I can always grab it. Nice big topper, but it is a synthetic cork, which more times than not, I prefer the synthetic cork because that thing can't, not to my knowledge, that thing can't really rot. Nice big mouth opening there. And it says 100% puro agave. So you know they're using 100% tequila, or they're using 100% of that Blue Ever agave. Although, truth be told, in Mexico, unless the law has changed, you can say 100% agave, but 1% of that, up to 1% of that can be additive. So who knows? All right. So looks and aesthetics. Let's go with you saw the bottling. Let's go with the color of the tequila. We got a nice silvery color to it. There's a lot of pearls on this. You know, the circular part of the tier, or the circular part of the legs, that pearls they call them. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see them. Sort of, kind of, maybe. They're not really forming very well, the legs. Not a lot of legs, just more tiers than anything. There are some legs. And there's a nice story on the back of the bottle if you want to read that. Pause now. Cool. It's a cool looking bottle. Not a ton of information, but it's a cool looking bottle. 40% ABV, if I didn't mention that. And let's give that a, I don't know, 7 out of 10. Nothing earth shattering about that appearance. So let's give that a 7. And let's go to the aroma of Espolon Tequila Blanco, which has a very earthy vegetal aroma to it. I'm getting some green pepper skin, or like the jalapeno skin. A little bit of a lime zest, or like the actual fruit of the lime, the flesh of the lime. I'm getting the cooked nature of the agave a little bit. Not super roasty or anything like that. There's a black peppery note to it in the background. Hey, man, it smells like open tank fermentation, and it smells with that funkiness to it. It smells like tequila. Nothing, again, just like with the looks and aesthetics, nothing earth-shattering, but I do like the fact that there is some amount of depth to the aroma there. So I'll give that a 15. Why the hell not? All right, most important part of any review is your taste test. Let's taste the Espolon Tequila Blanco. Salud, friends, amigos. All right. I'm definitely getting a minty cooling flavor too. There's a little bit of, as Blue Agave, Long Island Tequila would say on YouTube, there's a little bit of anise, the anise flavor. There is a little bit of that, and a little bit of that minty note there. I'm getting similar things to the aroma. I'm getting that vegetal green pepper, or that jalapeno kind of a pepper. Not the heat of the pepper, the skin kind of a note, if that makes any sense. There's a liminess in there. There's a little bit of a salinity. Yeah, it's a little earthy, funky, musty. Interesting, not super bad. And yes, I did not mention this. Good afternoon there, Tommy Carroll. This bottle averages right around the $30 price point, and I think that's what I acquired said bottle for, the $30 price tag. All right. And I had another quick question. Do you review any mezcals? I have one. Well, I have one mezcal, and I did it on my Wednesday night program once, but I should do a full review of that mezcal sometime. All right, so I'm going to give that taste also a 15. There's nothing. It's better than a lot of different budget options for damn sure. It's better than a lot of ones I think they need to add fake confectionery sugars or glycerols to thicken up mouthfeels. Nice. Okay, so let's talk about the mouthfeel. There's a bit of an oiliness. I wouldn't say necessarily creamy. No, I wouldn't say it's a creamy mouthfeel. Add up the points here. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessarily creamy, but it's about a medium viscosity to it. There's some oiliness, but not, again, it's not creamy or thick or anything like that. It's got to be better than a lot of tequilas in that $20 to $30 price range. With the mouthfeel, I don't know. Let's go with a 14. It's not the thickest thing, but there's something to grab onto in the mouth. Let's get a little bit of water, and then we'll go to the finish. Poland Spring in the tumbler. All right, finishing flavors. Let's go there, shall we? Now, definitely in the finish, I'm getting more generalized citrusy fruit notes, more sweeter citrusy fruit notes. And I mean, I do get some of those in the initial taste. Don't get me wrong, but that flavor is a little bit stronger in the finish, and some of the pepperiness is in there too. It's got a. I'm trying to think about the duration of the finish here. It's got a short towards the medium side. It's not super bone dry. It starts to taper off right about now, and you're getting left with the peppery, earthy, funky, open tank fermentation kind of a flavor there. It's not the most complex of finishing flavors. It doesn't really also take you on any joyrides you're not prepared to be taken on. So I think 14 out of 20. And the value for $30. For $30, there's probably other things I would like to explore before Espolon that have a little more character and complexity to it. I guess I like slightly a cleaner, drier tequila that brings you within all the experiences up front and then lets you kind of nicely settle down, and it really lets your palate kind of salivate and crave more. So not a bad price at $30. I mean, I wouldn't bat an eye about buying this ever, but so many other things I'd like to try before I rebuy a bottle of Espolon. So I'll give it a 7 on the value scale out of 10. Which, let me go and do the math one more time, and let me take another sip and see if anything has, see if my opinions are going to change on this Espolon Blanco, Tequila Blanco. I guess there is some fruity notes up front too, but you're really getting hit with that in the finish. Pepper and the open tank fermentation. So looks and aesthetics get a 7 out of 10. The aroma gets a 15. The taste will get a 15. The mouthfeel and the finish will get a 14. And the value will get a 7. For an overall for an overall Massachusetts tequila review. Score of a 72. 72 out of 100. Overall thoughts about this tequila is that it's pretty nice. It's nothing earth-shattering about the tequila. I think if you want a fairly inexpensive option for mixing into margaritas and palomas, this will be good. It's got a little bit of a fruity, funky flavor to it, which is good. You could certainly sip on this tequila. If you put ice in it, I've done that before. If you put ice in the tequila, pardon my Spanish here, but no bueno. That ice thins out the tequila flavor, and it just just thins out the mouthfeel, thins out the flavor. It's kind of non-existent at that point. I would rather drink this with as a mixer. This is how I'd rather drink the Espolon tequila Blanco, but $30 option, solid enough is what I'm going to say. One thumb up, not two. So, what is the best tequila you've had for the price point? Well, I got to do more ratings of tequilas, and I did a review of this. I think one of the best brands of tequila for the price point would be the Arete. This is the Arete Reposado, and that cost $24-ish, I think. Arete does some more artisanal tequilas, but this is just their plain standard Arete line. So they have a Blanco, they have this Reposado, and they do have a Añejo, which is more pricey than this $25-ish bottle. And this kicks the daylights out of this Espolon. So, yeah, this would be the one that I would choose for the price point. And stay tuned. Let me pull out 2 more bottles really quickly. Stay tuned. Before this, I reviewed on video. I reviewed the Pueblo Viejo Blanco. A whole liter plastic bottle cost $12.99. There's a good value. And Hector Lopez asked about any mezcals have I had. And this is the only one that I own. It's called Mezcal Verde Momento, which I should definitely do a solo recorded review of that bad boy. So here is that, and they change the labeling every time they do this tequila or this mezcal, so it's never the same labeling. And this has a real, let me just wet the cork, it's got a real squeaky bottle. Wow, it's got a real cork. Wooden topper. Real smoky flavored. First time I had this, the reaction out of my mouth was, maybe it's just mezcals in general. I'm like, I didn't realize that Scotland made tequila or something like that. So this is a 43% ABV mezcal, and I think it cost us around $32. I think it was around $30 to $32. So this is a pretty good value. I did review this mezcal on a Wild Card Wednesday, and I think I gave it like an 82 or something. But I shall do another review and actually, really break it down on my own review. 20% of net sales contributed to sustainability projects. Cool stuff. So yeah, 1 tequila, 2 tequila, drop. Ooh, whoa, no. Hi, Mark. What's up, dude? Gonna visit that guy and bring him some New Jersey beers that I acquired on the trip I made May 2nd through 6th, meeting up with YouTuber Alex the Beer Master and BJ Taylor from BJ Drinks Beer. And Tanner from Rhode Island, from the East Coast Liquor Reviews channel of YouTube, was there on the trip. So one of these days I'll get around to reviewing some of the beer that I brought. I did one yesterday that I have to edit and put up on the channel here. Have a great weekend, sir. Thank you, Tommy Carroll, everybody. Tommy Carroll, ladies and gentlemen. Go get a review channel with videos going there, sir. We would love to see it. You got a breadth of knowledge. All right. So, yeah, a 72 out of 100 for the Espolon Tequila Blanco. Or, yeah, Tequila Blanco. Until next time, keep tasting them great tequilas. Cheers. I'm out of here.